What up, YouTube? It's your man, Knockdown Boxing Sports and Entertainment, coming back at you with another video. Remember to hit that like and subscribe on your way in. Now, I want to talk about the Day of Reckoning card that took place over the weekend, and specifically the Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker fight. Deontay Wilder took an L Saturday night. Deontay Wilder didn't look like his normal self. Looked like he had slowed down a little bit. Deontay Wilder is 38 years old, and the old saying goes is Father Time is undefeated. Now, I don't know if Father Time has officially caught all the way up with Deontay Wilder, because we know he's been in two wars with Tyson Fury. I think that really took a lot out of him. I think those fights took a lot out of each other, because Tyson Fury, didn't look the same either. He lost. I thought he lost to the boy in Ngannou, an MMA fighter. But yeah, to me it seems like those two fights took a lot out of Deontay Wilder. Looking at him fighting Joseph Parker, looked like his stamina wasn't all the way there, and that could be due to him only fighting one round in like a year, because of course these dudes were ducking him, because really this was supposed to be AJ versus Wilder that night and not the two opponents that they had. So yeah, man, Wilder didn't look too good in my opinion, and like I said, it's still bomb squad over here. I respect Deontay Wilder. I'm still a fan of Deontay Wilder. I'm always going to be a fan of him. I'm a fan of him in the ring, and I'm a fan of him outside the ring. But I want to talk about some habits that I've seen. And one in particular habit that always scared me in each Deontay Wilder fight, with the Luis Ortiz fight, the Tyson Fury fight, is Wilder still has a habit of pulling straight back. When he throws his 1-2, or he goes in to throw his 1-2, and the opponent tries to come in with a counter, overhand right or something, he pulls straight back with his chin in the air. And that always scared me, always. And every time I watch him fight, like, oh, don't pull straight back, champ. And he was doing that a lot in this fight. And I think that's why Joseph Parker caught him a couple times with an overhand right, because Joseph Parker was looking for that damaged spot on Deontay Wilder's left side due to Tyson Fury's weird gloves. And also, Wilder still has a habit of leaving that left hand down. Now, in the videos that I saw on Wilder's channel of him and Malik Scott doing the mitts and all that, and he looks like he keeps his guard up, but every once in a while he dropped that left hand down to expose his left side. And he was doing that a lot in this Joseph Parker fight, which led to Joseph Parker landing that big overhand right that rocked him later on in the fight. He was looking for that all night, because that's a bad habit that Wilder has. He kind of like puts his gloves together and walks around with his, kind of with his chin kind of hanging down. And I never understood that. I mean, that was just a bad habit that he had from the jump. And we got to remember that Wilder started boxing at 21 years old, so those habits were never corrected, or maybe they were corrected, but it's just a habit that you can't change now that he's turning into an old dog. But also, I saw something else, that the game plan seemed to be that they wanted, or Malik Scott wanted, Deontay Wilder to fight on the back foot. Now, it seemed like it was the same plan as he had against Helenius, because Helenius is a pressure fighter, come forward. But I don't think this was a good game plan going in against Joseph Parker, because Deontay Wilder was really never known for fighting on his back foot. He really can't fight on his back foot. So I thought that was not a good game plan. They should have adjusted, in my opinion. Now, I couldn't hear really what was going on in the corner. Maybe he was telling the champ to adjust, and maybe he just couldn't. Seemed like to me he just resorted back to being, his default self. Because, I mean, it's been a habit for so long that, like I said, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And that saying seems to be true. Also, Wilder didn't seem to have very good stamina in the fight. But like I said, he only fought one round this entire year, which was the Hellenius fight, or was that last year? Something like that. And Joseph Parker had 3 other fights. So Joseph Parker was pretty much ready, to go the rounds. Now, Joseph Parker did kind of tire out towards the end, but Deontay Wilder seemed like he was a little gassed from like third round on. And like I said, that's when he kind of resorted back to, fighting his traditional way. He still was moving, a lot of unnecessary movement in there. I just don't think that's a good fit for Wilder, man. I think Malik Scott should have just worked on Wilder's strength or his strengths in there. Pressure, come forward, fire that right hand, combinations. I didn't really see no combinations in there. I don't think it just wasn't a good game plan in my opinion. Also, Wilder really didn't use his jab a whole lot. He used it in spurts, and when he used it in spurts, he was effective against Joseph Parker. But then he just went away from it and then started, going back in on the back foot again. Now, if he's going to go in on the back foot, he should have been popping that jab out like a piston. But like I said, his stamina seemed to be an issue, so maybe he couldn't do that. Also, Wilder, he just didn't seem to have that killer instinct, man. I didn't see 78 Sports TV's interview with him, but I heard some guys saying that he spoke about that. The guy is very wealthy now. He has a very good life. People that love him are around him. Maybe the killer instinct has, went away from him. And that's not necessarily a bad thing for his growth as a person in life. But that's a bad thing when you want to continue to fight, because you got to have that killer instinct. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt in the ring. So, overall, Joseph Parker really didn't do anything too fancy in there. He landed a few overhand rights. He just pretty much outworked Deontay Wilder. He landed the cleaner shots. And that's why he won every round, because of Deontay Wilder's output and all his unnecessary movement. But what do I want to see from Wilder in the future? Now, if Wilder doesn't want to, if he wants to continue fighting, I think he has to go back to the basics, man. He's gonna have to, like kind of in Rocky 3, where Apollo Creed said he had to go back to the roots of everything. Basically, he had to go down into the gutter, train like he didn't have anything. I think Wilder has to go back to that in order to get his killer instinct back. And also, I don't think, he is 38 years old, but I don't think that he's shot like that. I think he still has enough in him for maybe 3 more fights. And I think he should go ahead and just fight. They should just go ahead and get the Anthony Joshua fight out the way, man. The ducking is the time. It's time, man. Make the fight with Wilder and Joshua. Let's get it over with. And then I think Wilder should have maybe 1 or 2 more fights, fight a couple of bums, and call it a career, because really he doesn't have anything else to prove, in my opinion. Wilder's story is a phenomenal story, and he doesn't have anything to be ashamed of, man. An excellent story, beautiful story of a man, coming off of a beer car, working for Budweiser or whoever he was doing, delivering for Pepsi or something, seeing that his daughter was sick. Like, look, I'm gonna go into boxing, try to get some money, see what I can do in boxing to get some money to save my baby. That's an excellent story, man. So, like I said, Wilder's already, tied Muhammad Ali with the 10 title defenses. So he doesn't have anything else to prove, in my opinion, man. He can pretty much just ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after. And I wouldn't be mad if he does that. If he decides to retire tomorrow, I'm still going to support Bomb Squad. If he continues to fight, I'm going to continue to support him. I'm going to pay for his fights, all that, because I respect the type of person that he is. You know what I'm saying? Not no ordinary dude can go through what he went through with his own country turning against him, you know, fighting Tyson Fury. All the hate that he get, all the hate that he got, shall I say, over the years. No ordinary dude could withstand that type of abuse, man. And that shows you how special this guy is, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, Wilder, man. Like I said, I respect him. And that's pretty much all I got to say in this video, man. Wilder will be all right. Like I said, if he continues to fight, I'm going to support him. If he doesn't want to fight no more, he feels like, hey, man, I don't know, about this, I'm going to support him. But anyway, it's your man, Knockdown Boxing Sports and Entertainment. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.